Hi, can y'all hear me? If y'all can't, I'm not making this again. I'm mad because in the video I made, what it's about is the time me and my homie got caught in the woods. Well, homies caught in the woods, and I had to make it, and y'all could barely hear me. And it was like 11 minutes long because I was yammering also about me, like having the go to school experience. So I'm just gonna get on with this. Don't mind that. So me and the homies were, well, not me. Me and my homie, y'all know as Goofy Rat, got in a bit of an argument. I'm not saying why that's personal, not really personal, but really not my viewers' business. I definitely will tell y'all, like, definitely maybe will tell y'all at the end, probably won't. But, so I was like, dude, I need someone to hang out with today. So, of course, I was looking for my options. Josh, he's my homie. That's my brother. If you cross under me, cross me. He's always gonna mock me from the gutter. Literally known this guy since we were like in kindergarten, bro. We hung out. But then what happened? I hate to say, but we kind of stopped hanging out. So, and he started hanging out with these two girls. We'll call them Martha and Trisha. That's not their IRL names. And I was like, I'm not hanging out with girls. Counting, I hanged out with these two girls. That's a different story. I'm not in the mood. But of course, I was like, Mitchell. Shout out Mitchell. IDK. I mean, I like Mitchell, but he's kind of, he's not weird. He's pretty chill. It's just he's also gonna be hanging out with Josh, which equals I'm gonna have to hang out with the girls, or I would have just started hanging out with Josh in first. And then I look over, Heath. He allowed me to say his name. Counting. I'll ask him. He'll say it's not that deep. And I was like, yo, Heath. And he's like, sure. And as the most sexiest man in the world, me and Heath hang out lunch, and he was like, yo, am I going to the woods? And I was like, hell yeah. And of course, Justin, Connor, he was known as, did I say his full name? Well, I'm sorry, Justin. No, Justin don't care, dude. Yeah, his old channel name, I'm pretty sure his full name. Justin, I'm sorry, but I'm remaking this. So, of course, we make a new friend group. I was like, yo, want to make a friend group? And they're like, yeah. So, we're in these woods, we're chilling, we're exploring this abandoned house. We didn't really get to explore. He saw something, he said, and then we hear whistling. And then we heard, you two boys gotta come out of the woods. And we look at each other, too. So, plainly what happened is this blind-eyed woman only saw me and Justin. So, of course, we were like, Dude, stay in here. Nah, dude. Heath walks out too. Of course, she was like, what were y'all doing in those woods? We were like exploring abandoned house. And she was like, that's no excuse. Walk up there to your teachers. I'm gonna come over there. And we knew, dude, we started shitting actual bricks, dude. Cause let me explain. We were like, yo, we're not gonna get caught. Well, that's what he was like, no, we won't. And then, yeah. So, of course, she was like, yo, these boys were out in the woods, kissing each other. I'm joking. I thought about it, though. Yeah, if you're watching this, I thought about it. I'm joking. But, yeah, of course, we got in trouble. But then, Justin pulls out a milk carton, a full one. And as the average kid in middle school, I stomped it. We were sitting at this bench, got my shoes soaked with chocolate milk. Justin soaked with chocolate milk. It got on the teacher. She didn't have a D1. She was actually chill about it. Got on Heath, and then yeah, we got creative. We started playing tag on the sidewalk. Like we would run and try to tag each other. I didn't, kidding. I'm slower than both of these kids. Yeah. So of course I had to, I went to really chill. So second off, yeah. So yeah, we got in trouble for being out in the woods. And first off, Don't get in bad trouble, like, and don't go down the wrong path where you're gonna be on black tar heroin. But don't skip like important classes like art. Skip that shit. Like, unless you want to be an artist, skip that shit. Have a good school experience. I'm signing off. Peace.